light, fluffy, spiritual, beautiful terminologies that are being thrown around casually, like open your heart, you're an empowered being, like are really horrifying to actually embody and step through as we shed and hoop the societal programming that we have inside our psyche that is running our lives. And I feel like it's not spoken about enough about the fact of how scary and challenging it is to shift from living our lives from a mind-brain operating system of logic, timing, cause and effect into our heart-brain, which is based on sensation and feeling. And so I've heard many stories in the past week that are just really sad and heartbreaking about innocent beings having rapid awakenings and being institutionalized, and people meeting people that are really going through it, because we are evolving as a collective human body. And me, who I've been on this journey for years, like more than a decade, even me right now, I am at a whole other extreme level of noticing how many stories are still running my life. These like thinking that my mind knows what's happening and trying to make sense out of life as though it's like 1 + 1 = 2. And it's just not a very easeful transition. It's really juicy when we get to live our life from our hearts and tap into sensation and tap into our feelings and learn how to communicate and trust from our heart, and how to actually embody surrender, and how to normalize our nervous system to the state of surrender, ease and flow and freedom. It is a very scary and challenging transition from moving from our mind-brain operating system reality to our heart-brain one. And I'd like to highlight why. First of all, it feels like a death. Like some people actually believe that they're dying because the body starts feeling really deep trauma, needing to feel it in order to release it. Another thing is when the mind can't make sense of what's happening, it can feel like we are going schizophrenic, bipolar, that something's crazy. It can turn into extreme cases of self-hatred, self-sabotage, and loop within itself. So it can feel like death. It can feel like you're going crazy. It can feel like that this planet it just can't handle you. That this earth and planet, like you're not made for it. Like you're an alien. These are only a few things that can be really challenging when a person is, like waking up to truth. So even though the nice, beautiful, fluffy, salesy things that people throw around, I feel like there isn't enough compassion out there to carry people and hold people through this process of waking up, ascension, whatever you want to call it, the human evolution, growing as human babies into adult angels, however you want to say it. There is some evolutionary process that we are going through. I really feel like the universe has guided me to expand the levels of compassion within me for beings who aren't ready to embody their freedom, embody their power, be heart-centered. This is a process that has many stages to it, and people actually need a lot of support. A lot of support. Yes, it requires some alone time and time with the universe, but there is so much that people experience that there is no support system for yet that is solid and accessible everywhere. If you do feel like you're losing your mind or that you're dying and you're going through this evolutionary process, first of all, know that you're not crazy and that you're not alone and that we all go through it. That's first thing. And second thing is, if you feel passionate about helping embrace these innocent souls that are being institutionalized, and you feel like you would like to do something about it and that you don't know what to do, then there's something that you can do if you're available this weekend, which is join the Theta Basic DNA Practitioner Training. It's March 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It is a very easy, relatable healing modality that helps people go into the subconscious with one another and clear out societal programmings that aren't in alignment with the soul, and rewrite contracts with the human soul in a way that allows their body to actually support their soul coming through their body. And people that have done this training already have started immediately helping people in session and working with people in session. This healing modality is my favorite by far because it really wraps itself around you and around your natural gifts and around your authentic expression. So all the people I know and myself, when I went through this training, it brought everything I was already doing to life. I was already doing inner child healing, theatrical therapy, and it just felt like I was like still, it was like efforting. And ever since the theta training, it just like allowed me to be a vessel and allow creation to work through me, through whatever it is I am in this life. So if you somehow have an available weekend this weekend and you're like, damn, I'm on board, then message me and I'll share details with you. It's a super affordable price for a priceless training. If you are calling in some more personal guidance, I am also opening spots available to go into metamorphosis adventures with people. It is my greatest joy in this life to support beings, hold your hands and skip through it like it's the most exciting adventure in the amusement park. I'm here for you, and just know that you're not going crazy and that you can help people immediately by expressing yourself and by sharing who you are and allowing yourself to embody leadership and allow yourself to create impact. Allow yourself to affect the field